Okay, well, welcome back. Yeah, it's another train video. I haven't done one for a while, um, purely for the fact that Dovetail Games has been bought out by a French company, a gaming company that's bought them out. And what they've done recently is they've thrown a lot of routes out there, about four, I think. It's hard to keep count. The only problem is because they're chucking them out so quickly, the quality of them have not been as great as they previously were. A lot of errors, a lot of things going on, a lot of updates being done. This is Trenton to New York. Um, this was the last game I did download it when I first got it. It did have a few issues. I'm just be interested to see what if they've fixed some of the stuff that's gone on. But yeah, they've really put out some bad rubbish just lately. I call it rubbish because if I'm paying 30 quid for a route, I expect a polished route, not something that's got loads of bugs and glitches and everything else, whatever you continue. I mean, this one, they had bits, some of the electrical tracking missing and God, who knows what. But they've got it to a point where it's playable. Like I say, if it was 25 quid, I wouldn't be moaning so much, because they've actually upped the price and given you poorer quality. And it's all purely just so they can get these games out before they're bought out and I guess ramp up the value of the company. I don't know. Trying to get the shares up, I suppose. So I thought, right, okay, it's time to do this one. Let's get this one done, dusted. So we're going to go New York Penn to Trenton. This is in the Acela, so this is the highest speed American train, which is a nice train. It's a straight through run, I do believe. So it's going to be about 44 minutes. We'll get cracking in a second. I haven't really played much on the trains recently, so you'll have to forgive me if I make a few muck-ups, because I have taken off the order help guide. So when I pull into a station, I've got to really concentrate to get it stopped. But it's really not about that. It's not really about time or anything like that. It's just basically just reviewing this whole route. Train Sim World 3, when it came out, was a fantastic idea with the extras they put in there. But I have to say I've been a little bit disappointed in the quality of the routes. I've got to say that. So I've been reluctant to download anymore. I'll just keep watching YouTube and wait until I see a latest video which says, yeah, all the problems are sorted, it's great now, blah blah blah. So it's just throwing bad money after worse if you're going to buy a game that's half done in a sense. So I'd rather a game be polished at that price. I mean, I've been heavily investing my time into Explain, Explain 12 and Explain 11. If you've been watching the Orbex ones that I did, Orbex doesn't run too well in 12. It runs absolutely fantastically, flawlessly in Explain 11. So I've actually reinstalled it and got it back up and running. But that's all a different story. We'll get back to the trains because that's what we're doing this morning. So basically, we're going to run this all the way through. So sit back, enjoy. I haven't done this for a while. I played it once, wasn't impressed, and then didn't play it again. So forgive me if I get things wrong here. But we'll make a start. So first things first, I'm hitting the wrong buttons here. How do I get off the seat? Like that. So open this door up, and down here are your switches. So we'll put all these on, and then we'll close up. It's great sound to it. I mean, I think they've done some improvements there. Alright, let's see if I can. Is the door open? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Right, okay. So we'll get that into forward like that. Cruise control will go there. That's what I do like about this. We'll bring that back to release. Hopefully we won't fly off anywhere. Doors closed. Parking brake release. Okay, that's already off. Snow brake. Okay, everything seems pretty much yeah. So we're all set to go, to be quite honest. So we can get that door shut. Let's have a look outside. Okay, it's all closed up. Looks all pretty good. We're off to Washington. This is the Acela. Nice looking train, I have to say. Quite noisy down here. It's new. Not as much noise before. It's a nice looking train. Got all the lights and everything is all set up for you. Everything's as it should be. Yeah, ATC set. Console dimmer, we'll bring that up. What else we got along here? Timetable on. Cab ceiling light on. So we've got all the lights on. Oh yeah. Okay, right, we can whack that straight to 10 because we're on cruise control, so yeah, this is looking not too bad at the moment. We'll see how it goes. Acknowledge airbag, I can do that. I have to remember how to do it all. So we're coming out of, where was it? New York Penn. Takes a while to get out of here, but once we get going and get up to speed and that, the sounds have improved the sound since I last played it, I must admit. Actually, it's not as dark in the tunnel as it was. It looks like that might have been improved. They have done some changes to ScotRail, but in my view they made it worse, not better. Okay, so that's now cutting in, so we'll be ready to go up to 60, I guess. If I can remember where the speed button is. So we have to wait for the little red marker to go down. Once that goes down, we can wallop it. I don't know what penalties I'll get on this one. It's been so long. So graphics vastly improved from day one. So they've worked on it. Let's get that on there. I want to check my FSP, see how that goes, because I'm sure once we, oh, there we go, we can go up now. Let's see how quick she responds. Yeah, quite quick. Like I said, it takes a little while to get outside this tunnel. You don't get much on that alert either, I don't think. So here we go. Now we're really picking up speed. I can see it's sort of glitchy a little bit still there. I don't think they'll ever sort that out, unless they move to a new engine. I've been doing a lot of World of Warships lately, trying to get my new ship. I've been having a bit of fun with that. I haven't done an ETS in a long time, so I might do one of those because there's loads of changes in ETS. That's the Euro trucks. They've done quite a few changes in there, and I don't have Pro mods at the moment because we've had the upgrade to 1.47. The Pro mods no longer work, so I took those out. But it's actually, I do believe, got rid of my stuttering that happened in it. I've got a lot of new add-ons. A lot of new add-ons in there. Motorcycles and stuff like that, which is quite good. Now you can carry around livestock as well, which is good. Vast improvement on what it was. Took me ages to get my steering wheel sorted back out for it though, because I had to reinstall it when I got my PC, so it's taken months for me to get the steering to exactly how I want it. So it looks like we're going up again. We are going to stop in 7 miles, so this is going to be interesting because I've got no stop markers, no help markers on. I'll see how I do, especially since this is the first time we've run it and I'm not really sure how these brakes work. Here we go, we're out now. So we're now out into the countryside, I guess. So now we're getting out far enough. Oh yeah, we can go a little bit quicker now. Wow, they've done some big changes here. It wasn't looking this good. And this was also, all these were missing on parts of the track as well, so it seems to have sorted out. Glitching still there though. I've whacked up the FPS, so in the hope that's going to help. Don't know how high I can take that FPS, but I'm hoping it does better. Then we go up to 90. Be interesting to see how these brakes work, because like I say, I've not done this much, but I do like this train. Yeah, the track looks pretty good, quite impressive. So I chose a nice sunny day. I've just let it do its own thing because it will change. The weather will probably change at some point. It looks like a nice sort of light cloudy day. That's alright. Oh, I've got a penalty break already. Oh, come on, 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 come on. So that's going to stop me. So, like I say, I keep forgetting about that. I have to come down earlier. You're seriously going to stop me? You can't really be going to want to stop me. Well, damn well and all. So how long is that going to stop me for then? So I got done for a penalty application. So I've got to reduce that then. One of these. Right, come on. Wow. How long is it going to do that for? Yeah, override this thing then. haven't got a clue on this at the moment. So how do I get that to? Oh. I've opened the doors. Right, I'm a little bit stuck at the moment because I ain't got a clue what I'm supposed to press here. That's the horn. Must be something to turn this bloody bell off. Alright. Okay, there's got to be something here for the bell. Oh, I turn this damn bell off. Ah. Okay, that's how you do it. Right, so I'm learning as I go. Right, now where's this damn bell? So we'll get going again. I remember how to do it. And forward, it helps. Oh well, we're going to be late, so they're learning. Now I just got to find a damn bell. Where's that bell thing? Where are you? Turn the bell off. Oh, there we go. Press B. If in doubt. Let's see if we can't avoid a penalty break. So this time what I'll do, I'm going to cheat and I'll get that lower. What that should do is creep down. So let's put your brakes fully to I'll get it down to 60 already. How's that going to work? So anything ahead of that is a penalty break. Okay. I'll try it again. So yeah, the scenery's not too bad. So we're going to reduce again very shortly. Cheating a little bit, I'm going down a bit early. So I get used to it. It's going to take a few times to get used to this. Down 45 way too early, but err on the side of caution. So all your information's down here as well, so you can see your speed and all that. And lovely big alerter. So if you go without the HUD, you'd be able to ride this one pretty good, I think. So then we're going to go down to 35. So that come down early. So this is going to be the interesting bit to see how good I get with my parking and my braking. Bit of a glitchy thing there, going on still. Start bringing the speed down. Just a bit too cautious there, I think. Coming in nice and slow. Let's get down to 5 miles an hour. Yeah, well off of time, but I'm not too worried about the time, to be honest. Well over. So purely down to the doors being open. So as you can see, I've not actually, I think it's raining, I think, out there. I've not actually done any practice on this, so this is really a cold start, so it's been a while. Well, what the hell happened there? So it's still not great. So cruise to there. So it is raining. I did see the wipers somewhere over here. Probably a little bit too much. Shut up. Probably put those on low. Probably do. So that was a quick change of right, that's definitely on. Make sure that's off. So we've got 47 miles, so can't naff this up surely. So when we get to higher speed, we'll see the old wheels are spinning, slipping a bit. They've brought out a few DLCs. They're on there as I think it was East Midlands. Looks great, really good. It's set back a little bit time. It's the old HST, diesel HST, I think it is. Looks good. Watched a few YouTube videos. Some people are not impressed at all. But maybe in time I may think about it. So we'll wait for the autumn sale or something, and maybe pick it up then, but shan't be picking it up before. So work that to 110. I'll have to get that to 110 actually. We'll try and avoid a penalty break, I think. Well, at least I put a bit more traffic on here this time, I think, because I didn't see this much traffic last time I was on here. I only saw one train. It's 2 trains I've seen, so it's 50% increase. Yeah, so we tank along about 110 mile an hour. Well, it's not as bad as some of them have been. Overspeed again. There, yeah. Where did that come from? Must be, we've got ATC on, so we've got a train up here somewhere. So we have to do that, get that off. Then we can wipe that back up. So we can go up to 85. Oh, down to 80. And then we're going to go up to 125. But not bad. Been impressed so far. Wasn't impressed the first time I played it, but more impressed now this time around. I think it's stopped raining, so we can get those wipers off. Actually, it's spitting. Alright. Now we can whack up the speed. So I've got to be mindful there's a train ahead of us, obviously. ATC's on, so that means that train's not too far ahead. So it's not a bad looking cab either, to be honest. Don't know if any of that works. I think it does. So we are now hitting it hard. Sounds are good. I do like the sounds of it. Another train. We'll reduce early. We're gonna do just ATC's off, so don't have to worry about the train ahead. Maybe he pulled off on the branch or something. Still got 36 miles to go, so still got a way to go. But it is high speed all the way. Probably make up good time, I don't know really, we'll see. So far so good, looks pretty good, quite impressed with it so far. Seems to be working well. I think just put my FPS rate up as well. Must be coming to another bend in the track, I think. We're going down to 95. The odd glitch, but not too bad. And I think on this side here tells you what speed you got to go and that you clear 100, 110, blah blah blah. I better start reducing. Which is a weight, so I might have to use a bit of brake. Let's get that off there, release that, get that back up. If I can do it outside. Try to remember how to do it. Ooh, go a bit faster, wasn't it? So yeah, I think it's pretty much okay, not too bad. Seems like it's raining a bit harder again now. That's the other train I'm going to try. That's quite a good train actually. Like I say, after I was a little bit disappointed with this, I didn't really. I think I just put it away, tucked it away for you know, I'll come back to it another day. And yeah, this is the first time since I bought it, I think, that I've actually come back to it. I can even go 145. The seats are built up nicely. I think for my initial sort of vibe when I played it and I sort of like reviewed it in my own mind, I think it's certainly increased. It's getting around about a 5 out of 10, I think. This is definitely hitting something at 7 or 8 now. Okay, let's give it full welly then. I guess that's top speed near enough. Although, back the other way, 230. Let's not overcook it. Teasing me with 145 there, I think. Oh, you're going to let me do 145. Actually faster than the Southeastern. So this has got to be probably the fastest train, so certainly that I've driven. Alright, let's see from the outside view. Be there in no time with this. Cut back a little bit early as well. Just so I can stay ahead of that little marker thing. He's going to catch me up. So you can't give me a penalty for that. Must admit, I ain't getting to see much scenery here. Keeps you busy, this one. $16 miles, so we can do 150 in a very short while. But another little tease. So see if we can get to the 150. $146, $147. Ooh, we're gonna make it. That's not bad. Through the trees. Definitely moving. $12 miles, so what's 11 minutes? So it made up time really well. see. Start reducing that down a little bit. We'll come down early. I think for a game where I've not been time sort of like driven, we ain't doing too bad, to be honest. Eight miles to go. Be interesting to see how fast this brings in. It should say, I think, approach over there. Eventually it will go approach speed. Must keep us high speed for quite a while. So I might cut us down by now. Apart from a bit of the glitching going on, it's been quite a good one. Quite enjoying it, I have to say. We've got AT, so we've got train somewhere in front of us. We're up to minimum. Back up. Oh, there we go. That allowed us to get away with it that time. That's better. So you've got a train somewhere in front of us, I could take it. Oh, the rain's got heavy. I'll just spend more time looking at the bits and bobs, to be honest. Come on. What's going on there? Okay, we're going to stop here somewhere. Right. Why are we not going now this time? Okay, so we'll do what we did before. What's going on here? Okay. I guess it's as good as mine on this one. That seems to be moving. So what are we doing here then? Brake release. Let's get that back. Throttle off. Let's go this full. That's better. We didn't go into emergency. That's why. Okay, waiting for the brakes to start up again. And now we can move. Yeah, that's a tricky train. Have to give it that. Might take a few more goes to get practiced in that, I think. We do have a train up ahead of us, so it's probably slowing us down. We're only a mile out. So yeah, it's throwing us off a bit. We're about 3 minutes late, 4 minutes late. Should probably get the sack when I get the other end. First day on the job. Like I say, it does take a little bit of getting used to. As you can see, I'm not used to it yet. Am I over speed already? Jesus. So we're not far off the train tracks anyway, so... guess we're on a yellow and we've got... waiting for a train, I guess, I don't know. We're already late, so it don't really matter. We're 5 minutes late. But overall, I've got to say, yeah, I'm impressed. They've improved it, that all the bug fixes have made a difference. Completely different to the last time I used it, different experience altogether. Can I have a penalty break? How can you do that seriously? I'm coming into the station, for God's sake. Tell me what platform I'm supposed to be at, but we'll just stop anyway. Won't score well on that, I shouldn't think. But it is at the end of the route, so look outside. So we're at Washington. On a wet, dreary day by the looks of it. Oh, that needs clearing up. So that is all done. That's dusted. Yeah, I mean, I could have done a nice polished version of that. I could have gone off and practiced it several times to get it right, but I decided no, I'll just do it cold. That way you get to experience what it's like for real. Once you get it down, once you get the train sorted out and figured out, it tends to be pretty much a polished route then. But yeah, that was fun. I do like the mishaps and the mayhem as well. I think it just makes the video less boring, really. So that is Trenton, New York in a nutshell, really. They've vastly improved it to what it was. Now it's worth it. So probably I'll have a few more goes on it and try a bit more on it. But as far as the stream goes, I think we're about done. There's nothing really much more to say. Yeah, I'd score it probably. I'd go for 8 out of 10. I am gonna at some point get down that East Midlands one. That's Leicester, Derby, Nottingham, I think. I do like the British routes. They are the better of the lot. There's a high speed on there and just a normal train on there as well. So commuter train. So I will get that at some point. Once they shove that on a special, I might get it and download it. Other than that, really, there isn't much to do. So if I actually come out of here, can I get out there? Yeah. I go back to my main menu. As you can see, obviously they're advertising now. If I go into my collection, these are all my routes. Boston Sprinter, that comes down with Trenton. So if you buy the Acela, you get Boston Sprinter because the Acela works on the Boston Sprinter as well, and that is a good journey. Birmingham, they've improved this. Took a lot of that horrible colours away. I'm going to redo a Birmingham Cross City video because I think it's really worth it. Cathcart Circle, I eventually got it. Don't like it, or didn't like it, but it weren't too bad. I thought, yeah, East Coast I still love. Harlem's alright. It's just quite London Commuter, still one of my favourites. Isle of Wight, I haven't done that so much. I might have to revisit that. Rapid Transit, one of my favourites. Schnellsfeld, yeah, that one. And obviously my favourite of all down here, which is not too bad. Still glitches around a little bit, but I've got to test that out again now. I've changed my FPS up to 80. See if it does. Augsburg, this is a good run, but I always find with these ones there's not much in the way of people. They need to improve the amount of people. Occasion Pass, I've still yet to do a video of Occasion Pass. It's fun. I did fall off a train once when I was driving it. Went outside on the front bit and fell off. My train was going off into the merry distance. So yeah, you do have these weird things happen, but Main Spessart Barn, and these are good routes. But yeah, that's my collection at the moment. If you go into the store, as you can see, Midland Mainline, Leicester, Derby and Nottingham. So that looks pretty good. So you've got a good look at those. That's quite a newish one, but as you can see, the prices here are quite high. They have brought down Northern Pennine, Manchester to Leeds. That's come down in price. West Somerset. So the older ones, £9.99. That's not bad. But no, I've got plans today to buy something else. So I'll explain. So yeah, that is basically where you'd go and pick your stuff up from if you don't go at Steam. I tend to do mine on Steam. Just seems a little bit better because it's all done through Steam anyway. But you'll get that anyway. Obviously you can go store, you can go live, and this is basically, I think I've said before, this just tells you basically everything you can do. Create a club, This is where you can pick up all your modded stuff, but I tend not to put the mods in because it does play havoc sometimes. Rail Fan TV, you can watch other people's stuff. News, that tells you all the latest articles, what's going on, and what have you. That takes a little while to come in, so it just basically tells you Coronation sale 1st of May to 8th of May. That's just basically those two that you've seen there in the sale, so I wouldn't say it's much of a sale. It's not, and this is a new one coming soon, Peak Forest Railway. This is a Steam one. I haven't done Steam yet. I might have to get that Steam one down at some point. I don't think I've got it as part of anything. And then they tell you about your roadmaps, about what's being done and what's happening going forward. So yeah, it's just basically, this is all there is in there. So I'm going to bring the video to an end. Go back to the splash screen and say thanks for watching. See you again soon. Goodbye for now.